Hello, financial aficionados. Before we dive into the corporate actions on the 31st of January and the 1st of February, let's catch up on the latest news updates from top sources. Ready for an insightful journey? Let's get started. State Bank of India, Krishna Institute of Medical Sciences Limited, and Grindwell Norton Limited are set to report their Q3 fiscal 2024 earnings on Saturday. Sources reveal long-standing issues at Paytm Payments Bank, including money laundering concerns, conflicts of interest, and lax processes. Paytm is in talks with HDFC Bank, Axis Bank, and Yes Bank for potential collaborations. Morgan Stanley, through its affiliate, picks up shares of Paytm's parent firm 197 Communications on the NSE. Is it a strategic move or bottom fishing? Jeff Bezos plans to sell up to 50 million shares of Amazon.com Inc. in the next 12 months, aiming to capitalize on the stock surge and potentially becoming the world's richest person. Q3 financial highlights. UPL posts a loss of Rs 1,217 crore, a stark contrast to the profit a year ago. Like Housing Finance, net profit jumps over twofold YoY to Rs 1,163 crore. Torrent Pharma, net profit surges by 52% YoY to Rs 443 crore. Tata Motors net more than doubles, JLR revenue up 22%. An engineering company hits the upper circuit post-fundraising move. The board meeting on the 6th of February will discuss and approve the fundraising proposal. Shree Cement Limited announces an interim dividend of 50 rupees, with payments set to commence from 21/2. The record date for this dividend is the 8th of February 2024. Tube Investments of India Limited declares an interim dividend of 2 rupees, with payments to be made on or before 29/2. The record date for this dividend is the 13th of February 2024. NMDC Limited, considering the declaration of interim dividend on 14/2. Alchem Laboratories Limited, to consider and approve interim dividend on 9/2. The record date for this dividend is the 17th of February 2024. SJVN Limited, set to consider interim dividend on 9/2. Procter & Gamble Hygiene and Healthcare Limited declares interim dividend, including a special dividend of 160 rupees. The record date is the 9th of February 2024. Torrent Power Limited, to consider the declaration of interim dividend on 8/2. Record date is the 16th of February 2024. Pi Industries Limited, to consider the declaration of interim dividend on 9/2. IB Infrastructure Developers Limited declares second interim dividend of 0.10 rupees. The record date is the 8th of February 2024. Pano Minda Limited, to consider and recommend payment of interim dividend on 7/2. Record date is the 15th of February 2024. Ajanta Pharma Limited, record date for payment of second interim dividend of 26 rupees. The record date is the 8th of February 2024, with payments on or after 19/2. Dr. Lal Path Labs Limited initiates payment of second interim dividend of 12 rupees, with the record date set for the 13th of February 2024. Sumitomo Chemical India Limited plans to consider the declaration of interim dividend on 1/2. Castrol India Limited recommends a final dividend of 4.50 rupees, with payments on or before 26/04. The dividend yield is 3.95%, and the record date is the 21st of March 2024. Aptus Value Housing Finance India Limited declares an interim dividend of 2 rupees, with payments on or before 29/2. The record date is the 9th of February 2024. Rights Limited declares third interim dividend of 4.75 rupees. The record date is the 9th of February 2024. Great Eastern Shipping Co. Limited declares an interim dividend of 6.30 rupees. The record date is the 12th of February 2024. JK Paper Limited to consider the declaration of interim dividend on 7/2. Record date is the 16th of February 2024. Greenpanel Industries Limited declares an interim dividend of 1.50 rupees, with payments on or before 1/3. The record date is the 9th of February 2024. Orient Electric Limited initiates payment of interim dividend of 0.75 rupees. The record date is the 13th of February 2024. Thangamayil Jewellery Limited approves payment of interim dividend of 4 rupees, with payments on or before 25/2. Record date is the 12th of February 2024. Shivalik Bimetal Controls Limited plans to consider the declaration of interim dividend on 7/2, with payments on or before 7/3. The record date is the 16th of February 2024. Good Luck India Limited approves an interim dividend of 3 rupees, with payments on 20/2. The record date is the 14th of February 2024. Precision Wires India Limited to consider payment of interim dividend on 8/2. The record date is the 20th of February 2024. Uniputs India Limited to consider and approve second interim dividend on 8/2. Tamil Nadu Newsprint and Papers Limited declares an interim dividend of 3 rupees, with payments on or from 23/2. The record date is the 13th of February 2024. Steelcast Limited. The record date for the third interim dividend of 1.35 rupees is the 13th of February 2024. SMC Global Securities Limited to consider declare interim dividend on 5/2. NCL Industries Limited to consider interim dividend on 9/2. Nico Parks and Resorts Limited to consider the declaration of interim dividend on 13/2. The record date is the 23rd of February 2024. Gretex Corporate Services Limited to consider payment of interim dividend on 8/2. The record date is the 23rd of February 2024. PREMCO Global Limited to consider the declaration of third interim dividend on 10/2. The record date is the 21st of February 2024. Banaras Beads Limited declares an interim dividend of 2 rupees, with payments on or after 22/2. The record date is the 12th of February 2024. Platinum One Business Services Limited to consider and approve declaration of interim dividend on 8/2. Taparia Tools Limited to consider and approve interim dividend on 12/2. The dividend yield is an impressive 1013.07%. Capri Global Capital Limited further announces the approval of a subdivision of equity share in the ratio of 1:2 and issue of bonus shares in the ratio of 1:1 on 22/2. Tyne Agro Limited explores the possibility of bonus and stock split, aiming to redefine its capital structure on 8/2. Marg Advertising and Marketing Services Limited initiates a subdivision of equity share from 10 rupees to 1 rupees and issue of bonus shares in the ratio of 1:4. The record date is set for the 5th of February 2024. Orbit Exports Limited begins a buyback at a price of 250 rupees, with the record date set for the 13th of February 2024. Arnold Holdings Limited. The buyback period is slated from 1/2 to 7/2. Paysalo Digital Limited recommends a bonus issue in the ratio of 1:1. Indian Infotech and Software Limited announces a rights issue at a price of 1.60 rupees in the ratio 1350. The record date is the 29th of January 2024. Industrial Renewable Energy Limited extends the date of closure of rights issue to 5/2. Dipna Pharmachem Limited plans a rights issue at a price of 10 rupees in the ratio 1312. The record date is the 12th of February 2024. Thanks for watching. Please thumbs up if you like, subscribe, press the bell icon and never miss an update, share and comment your thoughts on the comment section, and stay tuned with Corporate Actions India.